Dude, I've been eating. I don't know. I've been throwing up like a lot recently, like out of nowhere, and I think it's because I've been eating a lot of baby tomatoes, and I have no idea why. I don't know if I have acid reflux or I've developed GERD. Shout out my boy Jay, but I've just been throwing up, and I think it's because of baby tomatoes, dude. Throw up looks like my shirt right now. Shout out to any name brands or streetwear brands. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to another episode of Early Morning Podcast. Today it is July 9th, 2023. It is 1:40 p.m. Grab you a J, grab you a brew, grab you whatever it is you do. I think I'm going to start making it a tradition, especially over summer, to maybe not tradition because that way I'll just be drinking every episode and that'll be just copying We Might Be Drunk, Sam Morrill and Mark Norman's podcast. But I think like mimosas are like the wave to go. Like I said, the wave to go, so you could tell I've already had one or three of them. So we'll get you a pop, get you a wobbly pop, get you a J, dude. I love when my cousins love when I say that. The Eastern Europeans, you guys, get you some rakin, get you some moonshine, whatever it is, dude. It's Sunday. It's beautiful out. It's 75 degrees in SoCal. Literally 75 and sunny and beautiful, lovely. I'm not going to start the podcast talking about the weather, but I did unintentionally. Wow, what did you think about the last stream? Holy shit. Was that a failure or not? Was that good? I mean, it was a test. It was the first time I've ever done something like that, but if you don't know what I am talking about, I tried to stream the finale of the worst show on television, The Idol, which I talked about maybe I think last episode before I'd even watched it, last podcast episode. But I did do a live stream, kind of like reaction type video. I don't really know, where I just watched the finale and I kind of paused and talked about it and would make comments and try to make jokes about shitty situations and all that shit that happened in the show. I mean, it was, again, like I said, one of the worst HBO shows. And like I did mention in the cold open that I have been throwing up just out of nowhere, right? Like, I don't want to say regularly, but a few times a week. That's pretty regular. And it's tomato season, garden full of tomatoes, mini tomatoes, just pop them like cherries or like Zans. Like it's like '09, back '09, you know what I'm saying? JJ knows what I'm talking about. But I think maybe the acidity is catching up to me. I'm not sure. So I'll just wake up and yak something that looks like my shirt. Damn it, I said the name. Shouldn't have said the name, dude. Maybe we'll censor that, dude. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. Depends on who's editing this podcast and how much effort they put into it, because there's about 40 different people that work on this one episode, and it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. I got all the studio lights going. I got the fucking situation going. I'm ready. God, that made me go. The throwing up, the tomatoes went up 2 degrees in the past 2 minutes that I've been talking to you. So now it's 77. We're getting ready for a heater, baby. What the fuck, dude, was I gonna say? That's the beauty of this goddamn podcast, dude. Oh, that was super cool. My uncle just got released from the hospital. He'd been not in a coma, but he was unconscious from having a stroke. So shout out to Uncle Mark. This mimosa's for you, brother. Thank you for surviving. That was not chill that you fucking had a stroke, man. Not chill. I'm not talking to you one-on-one, but I am talking to the people out there that have had family that just don't take care of themselves and are like, fuck life, I'm gonna do it my way. Huge respect for that, by the way. I mean, I probably could do that at one point. I kind of already am by trying to pursue stand-up. I'm already kind of being like, fuck you to everybody, because it's such a, doesn't even need to get into that, but it's such a probably not, it's like being like, hey, I'm going to be the president. And yeah, okay, good luck, guy. We'll see you mopping Chuck E. Cheese in about 2 decades. President, Elector Jonai, thank you. But I'm basically okay. So I said the mimosa is gonna be like the summer drink, man. Trying to cut back on the beers, trying to just chill out on the drinking, of course, overall, because after watching The Idol, I have decided that was gonna be my point. I've decided I'm gonna look like Lily Rose Depp in the next 2 to 18 weeks. I'm gonna have that kind of body type. I'm gonna be basically not just skin and bones, because she did have some tone to her, and it was weird because she had ass, which was fucking weird. Like, you see Sydney Sweeney, she's curvy, she's got the fucking fat milkers, dude, she's got the bouncing bags, dude, she's got a fun house on the front of her chest, dude, you know what I'm talking about. Lily Rose Depp, dude, she low-key had ass. Like, you see the skinny porn stars, 99% of the time they don't have ass. By the way, 121 days off porn. What it is, dude. It is what it is, dude. I don't need what you think. I almost said I don't need to jerk off. What do you think? Do you think I don't need to jerk off, or you don't think I need porn? Neither, dude. I'm not withholding, or whatever the fuck they call that. I think that's pretty retarded. I think that's not going to benefit you in any way. I have something in my right eye. I don't know if you can tell in the few minutes that we've been recording, but it's bothering the shit out of me. I'm just going to power through. I'm going to power through. I feel like I also look like a lion right now, which is kind of badass. It's just because I've been living... Dude, I've been going into a pool. I've been going to like a salt pool. I've been going into a chlorine pool. I've been going into a creek in the middle of a desert that's like sand water. I've been doing anything, and like I've just been living this fucking tie-dye lifestyle, dude. Going to Joshua Tree, taking mushies, dude, doing whatever, maybe some ayahuasca if somebody has it in like pill form, because I won't be drinking it. None of what I just said in the past 2 minutes is true, by the way. I am not doing any of those things. Besides, I have been going into different bodies of water. That is true. I just washed my hair, and now it's making me look like I got electrocuted, which is sick. I forgot what I was even talking about. I feel like I've been doing blow for like a night and a half straight, but I'm not. I'm just trying to be energetic this episode. I'm really trying to bring the energy and maybe get some fucking people to listen to this podcast, because it's about the same amount every time I put it out, and it's gotta grow. It's gotta grow, dude. It's been, I think, 3 years almost. It's gotta grow. I don't know, man. Having like business meetings with myself during the episode, like, dude, what are we gonna do to market this shit? How are we gonna get this out more? I didn't say off the top, but speaking of growing the podcast, you know, my Instagram is vic.emp. I'm posting clips there, more of my stand-up. You can expect a clip probably tomorrow, to be honest. Shout out my boy Simon. You know who Simon is. He might be producing this podcast episode, and he's helping me put together clips. Shout out my boy Zach Gadzooks. He fucking helped me put a clip out, edited, chopped up a clip for me that went out last week. I'm trying to be more active, dude. I'm trying to be, if there's anything I took from The Idol, like I said, dude, during the stream, I'm the angel, dude. I'm gonna be working. I got God on my side, dude. I was supposed to go to church this morning. Woke up a little bit too late. It's like literally an hour after church started. I could have gone and just been like stolen valor and been like, yeah, dude, I was here, whatever. But I decided against it and decided not to do that. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna look angelic. I'm not gonna be fucking 165 pounds or whatever the fuck I weigh now with the fucking gut season. I almost pulled it out, but there's no way on going back on that once you show the midriff on the internet, dude, it's there. Like, it's there forever. People are going to screenshot it. They're going to find it, dude. There's probably photos of me back in high school or like teenage years that exist where I don't know. I don't know how they're there, but you could probably find it. My point is this: don't say the N-word on a podcast, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I wasn't close to doing it, but I'm just saying that's the end goal. I'm going to look like Lily Rose Depp, dude. I'm going to, dude. Why not? Again, like I said, she's got like the porn star body or like stature, but so skinny, so goddamn skinny, man. And what I did like about that show is they brought back the cigarettes. They were like, yeah, cigarettes are cool, you motherfucker. Smoke stogies. They're giving her like the Virginia Slims or whatever. You know me, I know my fucking females. Like I almost said female products. Like, yeah, dude, I know Playtex and all that shit. As I put in a fucking lip of nicotine. Just, you can't tell my fucking gender, dude. I'm talking about Playtex. I'm talking about being angelic. I'm talking about the idol Lily Rose Depp and having a fucking the like ass cheeks that peek out under the tennis skirt. Come on, brother, dude. Hey, dude, if there, again, no, like, female audience is like 12%, whatever, maybe, if that. You wanna, dude, bring that. How about that instead of wearing military combat boots or whatever random shit is gonna be trendy this summer that doesn't make sense for the 90 degree to 100 degree temperatures we get in SoCal? Wear tennis skirts casually. That's a fucking giveaway right now. I'm literally giving this away. Wear a tennis skirt to go to Target with a regular crop top or something. You might look like you just finished practicing tennis. It doesn't matter. You'll look hot. Okay? Lily Rose Depp this is just Lily Rose Depp app, dude. Lily Rose Depp app. Shout out Johnny Depp. You probably would have fucked your daughter. Like, I don't know how old she is, dude, but she looks like she's in your age range, dude. And I would have definitely, dude, definitely. I was gonna say something inappropriate. I want to show respect to the Depp family, you know, especially after having a rough year, annihilating some woman in court. I mean, dude, that was like for fun, dude. He's probably gonna make a documentary about that on his behalf. That was insane, dude. But it's mimosa season. It's get skinny season. It's smoke Virginia Slims, do cocaine. There's literally the song Doses and Mimosas. I guess that's the summer anthem again for the 12th time. I discovered it like in 2019 and haven't really gotten to engage, and I guess there's been a few trips to Palm Springs since COVID where we've bumped it, but still, whatever. That's not the point. I've been playing pool a lot, dude, because I'm trying to find first of all, I'm trying to find a new job. Okay? I'm trying to find a day job. I keep looking at the screen. I'm sorry. I've got a little different setup going on right now. Trying shit out. I'm trying to find a day job right now, dude, because yeah, I work at the comedy club and it's great. I love that job. I've talked about it highly many times with my coworkers that have been guests on this podcast and comics that have been guests on this podcast. The club rules. What doesn't rule is being poor and not being able to do enough stand-up, which is what predicament I found myself in. I'm at the club fucking as many nights as I can be a week trying to make money, and if I'm not, I'm spending that money traveling around SoCal trying to get stage time and stuff, you know? So I think it's time Vic goes corporate, dude. I think it's fucking finally time. I mean, I have a business degree. I always say that, and it's so again stealing valor because it's not a full-on bachelor's, it's the associate's degree. I don't care, dude. I feel like that. I'll be honest, dude. Here it is, EMP, dude. This is my podcast. I could say whatever the fuck I want. I feel like that's enough for me, man. Like I dislike school. I do not enjoy school. I enjoy business. I like learning about business and how to make a successful business. This is nowhere near a business podcast. You know, if it was, I'd be telling you how to make money, and the numbers and the subscribers, downloads, the views all would go up. So obviously you can tell I probably maybe should have pursued getting the bachelor's. That's literally my mom's thinking in my head just went around full circle while I did my own podcast in about 15 seconds. I don't know. It's whatever, but I just want to get a decent enough job, man, where I can make a living on my own and just chill and just do as much stand-up as I want. And I'm obviously definitely do not plan on I'm not working at the club. I want to work at the club, but I need something during the day, dude, to not be worrying about my car insurance bill and worrying if, fuck, man, this will be a hard week, man. Like, I really gotta watch what I'm doing, and I don't know, man. It's that time. It's that time where it's like, okay, gotta go corporate, gotta do the time clock. It like not time clock because I clock in already still, but I mean like gotta go back to 9 to 5, like that shit where this podcast started in an office. Like going back, dude. And I'll definitely keep the listeners, the -5 of you guys, updated with how that goes. I've been playing pool because that's where this started. I've been playing pool a lot. I swear to God, man, I think Joe Rogan ruined our generation, man. I think he did, because everything that either he does or that is slightly cool just gets tied into him. It just always does, dude. The dude's done 1,000-something episodes of where he's talked for 3 hours, and he's covered every cool thing that a young guy wants to do. So everything that a young guy talks about, everybody's like, here's a Joe Rogan guy or whatever. And I get it, dude. Said this 1,000 times. I'm not a huge fan. But dude, everything he does, again, stolen valor. It's like you're stealing valor of Rogan. And it's like, no, man, I'm not trying to do that. I just spend a lot of times in bars, or I spend a lot of time in bars, and there are pool tables there. So I've been playing pool with comics and with dudes out at the bar, and I got hustled so bad, bro, by my boy. Shout out JoJo, man. He might be listening. Most likely is, but even if he's not, big shout out. Ran into my boy at a bar because I'm trying to run a show. So trying to run my own show, and of course you got to do it at a small venue, and I'm just bounced around a couple local bars one night, my boy, and just got fucking hustled, dude, at pool tables, dude. I just played 2 games, didn't win. Maybe I don't know if I was tipsy or not. That I gotta be honest though. I will say, here we go. The tables were ass. That's it. Tables were janky as fuck, dude. So that's how you know maybe I will want to. Hopefully it'll make me a better pool player. I don't even know, dude. It's like the kids in Brazil. Yeah, dude, they played with dirt balls, dude. That's why they're so good. You look at Ronaldinho, he played with cabbage, dude. That's why he's so good. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like a stud pool player or anything, but when I do get around the fellas, it is nice to put a couple balls in, you know? God, that sounded so gay. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I did not mean it like that. Yeah, that submarine thing happened. I'm a little late on that. That submersible or whatever the fuck that went under. Forget about that. Forget about that whole thing that I just even said that. What the fuck is this Threads thing? I'm completely going off the cuff now because almost everybody's like routine in their day is, you know, you wake up either between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. depending on your lifestyle, and you maybe even earlier, actually, maybe 5:30 a.m. you might wake up. I don't know. That's psychotic, dude. I don't know. What are you, David Goggins? What are you doing at 5:30 in the morning, waking up at that time? Like, who the fuck needs to be up that early? I don't understand that. Oh, fuck, maybe I'm gonna literally talking about corporate life. I'm probably gonna be having to do that in 2 weeks. Watch me be like on this with no energy, like crying, throwing up because I had too many baby tomatoes. Like, I just wish I stayed at the club. I don't know. Yeah, this is what you call a manic breakdown. What you're seeing right now is when somebody doesn't know what they're doing, and there's so many social media apps, like the one that I barely know what's going on in the world. And when, like I said, most people they start their day at some point within an hour or so of waking up in their day. They check their apps, dude. They might be checking Rumble, depending on their political leanings. They might be checking Twitter. They might be checking Truth. That's another one, depending on their political leanings. Might be checking Instagram. Those are like usually the ones that go around. Twitter is another one. Now they threw another one in the bunch, and I decided this morning when I woke up and I did that routine. I did the thing where I grabbed my phone and I was like, all right, what's new on Instagram? Text from the boys. Okay, this, that. Oh, I fell asleep to that podcast last night. Cool. Real quick. Let's see if the camera picks that up. And it's not. There's a picture of Shane Gillis and Donald Trump last night at the fights. That's pretty cool. Hopefully that didn't give away too much of my phone. I don't know. But I did that. I checked my all the things. I was like, oh, I fell asleep to that pod, whatever. And actually, I fell asleep to, believe it or not, 10-minute podcast last night, dude. Brian Callen, Chris D'Elia, and Will Sassel's old podcast from, I don't even know from when they ended it, dude, but years ago, dude. Great podcast. I've talked about it on here a while ago. It's been a long time, but for some reason I listened to it. Anyway, checked, and the past couple days it's been all about threads, dude. Threads. People are using. That's the stupidest shit about the internet, when they use one internet platform to talk about another internet platform or send you to another internet platform. And I have done this. I have done it, and I felt like a fucking idiot doing it. I've posted a clip on Instagram that was for a TikTok of mine. And I think I've done that maybe 2 or 3 times, because I'm like, you know what? Why not just post this to TikTok and leave it there? Have people find it on TikTok on their own. Let them do it that way. I don't know. But this Threads shit, I don't understand. I don't know what it is. I think from what I'm seeing is that it looks like Twitter's, or like a new version of Twitter. It's Meta's version of Twitter. I don't know. Because when I went on Instagram, it asked me if I wanted to link my Facebook account, which I haven't had in 15 years or more. I don't know, dude, but you know that I listened to a podcast with Chris DiStefano on it, and he was talking about how, like, every single podcast he's on now, he's like, I don't do social media. He was like going the Brennan Shaw route, which I don't know if like he took notes from him or what, but he's like, I don't ever use, like, I don't have access to social media. I've lost 90 pounds. My mental health has developed a lot better. My family life is better. I'm pissing water, basically. I could drink it. If, like, everything has improved because he is separated himself from social media, apparently, which is great. That's awesome. Good for him. But I'm saying there's too much of it out there to, like, not to ignore. Everybody's pretending like they're either ignoring it or they're all over it. Like, there's no middle ground. Can you, like, kind of be active and know about things, or can you not? Like, there's going to be a point soon where you're like either a devout Instagram model or like devout Instagram meme artist, or you just don't use it. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know, man. That's what happened with Tumblr. Tumblr was the shit when I was in high school. Tumblr was cool. It was like underground. Like, not that many people knew about it. And if you did know about it, you were in this tight-knit circle. I feel like Twitter was like that at one point. If, like, you were funny on Twitter, if you were able to say random shit on Twitter, like me, if I just tweeted, I've been throwing up a lot. I think it's been a lot because these baby tomato season hashtag would have maybe gone viral. I don't know, dude. Now there's, dude, the girl I watched, when I watched the news, bro, they put the news anchor's Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook handle all on her thing, on her name, when they bring her on screen. Why the fuck do I need to know that much about Nicole Comstock? She just got married June 26th. I don't know if you guys know that, but I do. Because they advertise it for you to know. Why the fuck do I need to know about that? I don't need to know about that. I kind of want to know about the crazy floods that are going on down in Spain. Like, are people okay? That's what I want to know about, dude. Look at me turning into fucking, like, what is this? Again, definitely not political, but, like, Dude, Nicole, I'm definitely gonna try to make that a bit. Like, what? I know way too much about this blonde chick that looks like kind of like Marjorie Taylor Greene if she didn't fuck up her face too much, and like I just know way too much about her. She does not need to be advertising her personal life. I'm not blaming her. I'm saying it's just all these media outlets are just fucking forced down our throat, man. And I don't know if that's a hot take or a cold take or even a take at all, but I'm just so over it, dude. So over when people are like, did you hear? I don't know about that fucking purple like blob that McDonald's is doing, Grimace, I think it's called. I don't know about that. People are like, oh, have you got the Grimace meal or whatever? I'm like, no, dude. Why? What do you mean the Grimace? I'm not even in a good mood. I'm in a yellow tie-dye right now. I'm not gonna grimace at anything. What are you talking about? I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand a lot. Don't understand why Mark Zuckerberg came up with Threads. I guess because, that's the other thing. Of course, I mentioned that. I think I got in an argument with my dad. I was like, billionaires, they want to fight each other in cages now. Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. Elon challenged Zuckerberg to a cage fight, and they like accepted it, and like the UFC is gonna promote it. Like, what? I feel like if like the successors of 100 years ago, let's just go back 100 years. Roosevelt, maybe, I don't know. Just throw any name, any successful name, and be like, hey, in several decades, or give it 100, once they have figured a lot of things out and the people have become somewhat successful, let's put those most successful people in a cage and have them fight like it is the Roman Empire for a king. It's like, dude, what do we do? We're going back in time, dude. I gotta say this joke because it reminds me of it. There is this comic that I saw recently, and he had this great joke about how, we are going back in time, like with word choice and word selection. Like, he's like, my grandmother was racist. Like, she would, when she was alive, it would be, she'd refer to black people as colored people, or they're coloreds. And that's not that long ago. Like I said, 100 years ago, less than 40 years ago, 50 years ago. And then he's like, now I feel like we kind of gone right back to it because they're just people of color. And that's not my joke. That's another comic's joke. That's great. And that's just me saying it, referring to it because of what we are doing. We're literally just going back. Everything's going like back. People are getting pissed off about the Bud Light thing. Like I said, still refusing to drink Bud Light when I was out at that bar trying to get, trying to see if I could run an open mic. There's some random fucking regular 45-year-old woman is like, oh, so you like the Bud Lights? And I'm like, yeah, I like Bud Lights. And immediately my boy Zach, he knew I was ready to have fun. And she's like, oh, I see you got another one there too. So you're babysitting them? I'm like, yeah, dude, Dylan. I keep one for Dylan just in case she wants to pull up and drink one with me. I have one ready for, Miss Mulvaney. I love having her around. She's a good hang. She's a better hang than you fucking dumb broad. I didn't say that, but I was like, yeah, what is it to you that I have my Bud Lights? Like, what the fuck? Who cares? I'm drinking one. I got my other one ready for when I want to sip it. And it like blew this woman's mind that I like talked to her that way. It's like, bitch, leave me alone. I got off work. I'm coming here to look for more work, and you're haggling me over a light domesticated beer. Get you a Grimace meal, girl. You're upset right now. Yeah, dude, that's what it's about. I don't know. I am bro jogging unintentionally. Dude, I'm not going to be advertising Alpha Brain or anything like that. Not gonna be, just because I played fucking pool and I hate it, man. I hate it. UFC. I watched the UFC card last night for the first time in a few weeks. I always have to sneak it if I can watch it. It was really cute, and we'll end on this, I guess. Just a nice story, just loving interaction. Not loving, but just cool interaction. I went yesterday to CVS to get what did I get? A 6-pack? I think I got a 6-pack of Shandies. And the lady, they know me at my local fucking pharmacy, and she's like, oh, like, what are you doing tonight? I'm like, actually, I'm just not working. I'm gonna be watching the fights. And she's like, oh, is Cheeto Vera fighting Marlon Cheeto? She like got fired up, and I was like, oh, I don't think so. Like he's not on the card. She's like, no, my Peruvian. They told me he's fighting. I think she said Peruvian. Or Ecuadorian or something. She's like, no, my friends, they told me he's fighting. Please let me know. I'm like, all right, I'll let you know. I pulled out my phone. I'm like, he's not on the card. Like, I'm holding up the line because this chick wants to know if her boy's fighting. I was like, oh, this is awesome, dude. This is like a nice, genuine moment. And I was like, I'll let you know, like, if I'm wrong, but like, I'll see you next week or whatever. I'll come by and I'll let you know. And she was like, okay, if he is, though, root for me and root for him. Cheer loud. I was like, all right, I got you, girl. That's the same parking lot where I have talked about I almost fought an elderly woman because I got pissed off about a parking spot. But if you don't know that story, just go back in the podcast, what's it called? Directory, in our EMP directory, where you can find all of the uploaded episodes. I want to tell one more story, but I'm not sure if I told. I don't think I did tell it. No. A couple days ago, fuck, was it? Did I tell this story, man? Whatever, who cares? It wasn't a couple days ago now, it was a couple weeks ago. I was driving home from a couple mics in LA, so I was coming home late. It was like 12:30, 1 maybe. And I'd finally gotten like close to my neighborhood. I was like a couple neighborhoods over. And I made a right turn onto a street. And immediately, like 20 feet after the turn, there was a stalled car. A car that had been like turned right facing the curb and was blocking the whole lane. So I made the turn. I was like, yo, whoa. And I kind of, not swerved, but I like went around them. I was like, yo, what the heck? Because they didn't even have their lights on, their hazards or anything. I was like, oh, what the hell? It's like pretty late. Like, what's going on? And I go up. Not go up. I'm thinking, I'm like, fuck, man. Like, should I check on this person? It's late. I don't know, man. Whatever. I make like a literally split decision, like quarter of a second. I'm like, fuck it. And I just turn into a neighborhood right after that, park my car, and I'm like, I'm gonna go check on whatever's going on. And I'm walking down the street. It's a 2-lane road, so a pretty small road. And like I said, this car is blocking a full lane of that road, so it's pretty dangerous. And I was like, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go just check on whoever's in here. Hopefully somebody's there, see if they're okay. I go there. And as I'm approaching the vehicle, I'm starting to talk like a cop now. I see somebody like slumped over in the driver's seat with their head down. And I'm like, oh, fuck, man, this could be bad. And then I hollered. I was like, hey, hello, are you okay? And then a younger dude, picks his head up. He's got a full black ski on. And I was like, uh-oh. In that moment, I realized, I'm like, all right, situation's changed. Went from maybe a dude that got in an accident to something completely different. Not going to jump to conclusions, but something very different could be going on now, and my night can change severely. Who knows? So I'm like, hey, man, is everything good? See him pop up, and he's like, yeah, I ran out of gas. And I'm like, oh, okay, for sure. Have you tried like going in neutral and like rolling it or moving it? And this was a SUV. So immediately as I asked that, I'm like, oh, this one dude probably couldn't move an SUV. So he's like, yeah, I tried to, but it's it's not moving. And I'm like, all right, let's give it a go together. Still has his black ski on. And a couple cars have driven past us at this point on that same road. And I'm like, dude, put it in neutral. We'll try to get it out of the way, because right now you're in a super dangerous position. And by the amount of cars that have driven by, they've probably called the police and said there's a stalled vehicle. So let's try to get it out of the way, make sure everything's good. Dude hobbles over to enter the car, and he's having a tough time. I can tell. He'd probably been drinking. So he was struggling to even get the key into the ignition of a Ford Edge, and I'm not even sure if those have ignitions. I think they might be electric. So I was like, dude, hit your hazards. I was like, I got upset with him. I was like, hit your hazards like right now. Turn on your hazards, bro. You gotta move. All right. He puts on his hazards, turns off his lights because he had his fucking high beams on, and I was like, turn those off, put on the hazards, and put it in neutral. He finally did, and the car was way too heavy for both of us to move, especially on an uphill slope or uphill road. And I'm like, all right, I pull him I was like, come over here, bro. I was like, take off that ski right now, because about 10 cars have driven past us and they've seen you in a ski mask on the side of the road, and that doesn't look good for you. All right. So do that first thing. Second of all, have you been drinking, bro? I'm not gonna spaz. I'm not a cop. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna judge you. I don't care. Just were you? He's like, yeah, I'm a little bit tipsy. I was like, all right, for sure. I went into like cop mode, dude. It was weird. But I was trying to help him. I was like, where are you from? Like, what area are you trying to get to? He's like, dude, I'm from La Habra. I came from La Habra. And then in my head, I'm like doing these calculations again, like a cop. I'm like, dude stalled out, said he's kind of tipsy, wearing a black ski by himself. And then I'm like, bro, have you been doing B&Es? And I got a little bit tensed up, because this, like I said, this is right around the corner from where I live, like in my neighborhood. I was like, bro, have you been doing B&Es or something? Like, what are you doing around here if you're from La Habra? He's like, oh, dude, just was with friends. I was just with some friends. And I was like, okay, for sure. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to tell you this, man. Like I said, get that mask off you, put it away, walk into one of these neighborhoods and call a Lyft or an Uber or one of your best friends. I would call one of your best friends and have them pick you up, because judging by how many people I've driven by, the cops are going to show up here soon with a tow truck and they're going to ask questions. So if you're not here, pick up your car at an impound tomorrow. They're going to call you based on the VINs, and you're going to way rather pay that impound overnight fee and whatever storage fee or whatever the fucking fees you got to pay, rather than get a DUI, go to jail tonight, and then not know what the fuck is going to happen with the rest of your life. That's basically what I tried to tell him in like the matter of 30 seconds. Okay. And then I was like, that's my best advice for you, my man. I'm going to get home. Wish you the best. I turn around, start walking back up the street to my vehicle, like I said, which was in another neighborhood. I get to my car. For some reason, I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help this kid. I really hope he would, because he looked like a few years younger than me. And I really do think he was up to some bullshit, whatever. So I'm like, I'm trying to help you, bro. I'm trying to help you. I turn around literally right before I get to my car. I see him standing there cursing at his car, fucking like cursing, just pissed off. And I'm like, I was like, dude, I know, I kind of understand that you're upset that you are in this position. I'm saying this, I'm processing this in my head, but I'm like, this kid is going to get fucked. He is in an area where he's going to get fucked by the police. I walk down there again, and I'm a little bit more stern with him again. I got more stern once I saw the mask, dude, and was like, dude, take that shit off right now. It's like, bro, follow me right now unless you want to go to jail tonight, because your life will change. It's going to change a lot depending on the decisions you've made. I was like, look at the car. That's done. This is how it is. It's going to be like this. So unless you want to be here when people get here, then hang out. If you don't want to be here and have a chance at maybe recuperating this and trying to get out of this and having like a wake-up call, do that and follow me and walk all the way down that street and call your best friend, one of them, anybody, a family member, so there's no trace to a Lyft or an Uber. Dude, I was breaking this down like I'm on CSI, bro. Like I'm like doing it like I'm his fucking attorney. Like I'm trying to help the kid out, dude. And then finally he followed me, and I'm keeping my eye on him because, like I said, he's got a ski. I'm like, what if he just tries to just rob me and steal my car? I watch him walk a little bit, get on his phone, and I bounce. And I'm like, dude, wish you the luck, bro. I wish you the best and the best and the best of luck. And I hope that kid, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's in jail. I don't know if he's doing more B&Es. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. But hey, this mimosa's for you, bro. I guess so. Actually, never mind. That is actually absolutely not for him. This one's for you, Uncle Mark. I'm glad you're okay. Glad you're doing well. Till next week, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Early Morning Podcast. Take it easy. Peace.